And everybody, by the way, who is concerned, any concerned Uganda is not happy the way things are moving nowadays. There could be isolated cases. But even if when something is won and it's bad, it's bad. And all of us should condemn that at that.
The Prime Minister asked the labour export companies to take note of the concerns of the migrant labourers to avoid tarnishing the country's image. The Minister of State for Labour, Honourable Ngola Charles, said the ministry has taken a number of steps to resolve the challenges, including licensing the labour export companies in the country and stipulating the conditions necessary to transport labour so that the workers enjoy gainful employment. He, however, noted that there is need to publicize the benefits of labour externalization.
The benefits associated with the externalization labour program include employment opportunities, improvement in incomes of the households of migrant workers.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Mr. Chibenge Agre, highlighted some of the conditions being set by the ministry to ensure that Ugandans seeking employment and those working abroad enjoy favourable working conditions.
We entered agreements with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have agreements and MOU with the United Arab Emirates. There are other agreements we are supposed to work on with Qatar and the other Middle East countries. And there are also contracts that have been entered between these companies and the migrant workers. So we agreed that there must be strict enforcement, because when you look at those agreements, they provide for the rights of our people. There are things that are happening that contravene what has already been provided for in those agreements.
In some of the circulating social media video clips, migrant workers cite acts of human trafficking, organ harvesting, and sex slaving that they are exposed to, among other challenges. Most of the migrant workers are situated in Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Oman, and Qatar. In Uganda, over 200 labour export companies are licensed and operating. Derina Sasida reporting for UBC News.
In other news, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Asan Kasinje, says that police is in the final technological advancement process of curbing crime by using their advanced CCTV cameras. During the commissioning of the administration block for Katwe Kabatoro Police Division headquarters in Kasese District, Kasinje sounded a warning to all criminals, and all these details are in this report.
A new state-of-the-art administrative block has been commissioned at Katwe Kabatoro Police Division headquarters in Kasese District. The highly equipped administrative block has new CCTV technology according to AIGP Asan Kasinje. This will help the force to do away with all wrongdoers in every corner of the district.
CCTV coverage is very important. This infrastructure is very important because you don't need a police officer everywhere.
While commissioning the building, Kasinje says police will deploy at all villages and parishes to ensure restoration of calmness.
We are going to have station counter numbers known to people with community policing approach. Then we should be able to extend the services much more easily than people thinking we should be in each and every area.
Kasinje said, as police, they are working hard to ensure that more administration blocks are constructed in different parts of the country to ease the work of police. The LC chairperson for Top Hill Cell in Katwe Kabatoro Town Council, Erikanjiro Renjunguru, requested police to resume community policing as a way of sensitizing the community on crime reduction. Sandra Kahunde, Susan Nawonga, UBC News.
Because since we held it.
Now, there's a new bill underway which is going to look at certifying human resource managers before they are allowed to render services to organizations. The President, Uganda Public Service Human Resource Management Network, Mike Mabango, says that this bill, once passed, will reduce incompetence among human resources.
Human resource managers play a pivotal role in piloting activities in organizations and therefore need certification. The Uganda Public Service Human Resource Management Network is now equipping human resources personnel with relevant skills before going for employment.
Have to be innovators, how they align the plans of the institution so that they are able to move as planned, change agents. If you are introducing a change without bringing on board HR, then that change is likely to falter. They are critical in business re-engineering, as I said, systems, procedures, rules.
A senior human resource manager, Mike Mabongo, says bridging the gap between employees and the management is vital for better working relations.
The HR, who are strategic partners, must be able to align that thinking into the plan for you to be able to achieve the state of art that you may want to do. And therefore, with that thinking in mind, and our vision as a country to be a middle-income status country in the near future, we believe that human resource managers or practitioners in the public sector are critical on that journey. Critical because they deal with the core issues that affect people, and if these are not well aligned, then you have challenges.
Mabongo says certifying human resource managers is the best approach to do away with incompetent human resources.
We are pushing this under the new bill which is underway. We want professionals. People who have to work in HR must be professionals, fully certified, so that when they practice their profession, they do things right. When they go outside the way, we are able to sanction them and to avoid quacks. People, somebody with a briefcase without a clear understanding of what HR is all about.
I am Mary Namkose for UBC News.
MBs are now bigger MBs only on MTN. When you load a daily bundle of 250 shillings, you no longer get 15 MBs, you get 30 MBs. For 500 shillings, you no longer get 40 MBs, you get 80 MBs. For 1,000 shillings, it's no longer 100 MBs, it's 180 MBs. Dial *150*10# or use the My MTN app to load bigger daily bundles only on MTN. MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
We do apologize for that technical glitch. Moving on, 3 landlords in Mbarara City are willing to surrender their land property to squatters and tenants on condition that government compensates them under the land fund allotment. The 3 landlords made this commitment during a community land engagement convened by the Lands Minister, Judith Nabakoba, in Mbarara District. And Robert Onyango has these details.
As part of her 3 days working tour in Ankole sub-region, Lands Minister Judith Nabakoba continued engaging residents over land matters. The affected are mainly those facing forceful evictions.
One so-called Peter Bangamba, he claims that
During the engagement held in Bukashe Parish in Mbarara City, a Pit and others are faulted for initiating evictions.
And there's also another individual, the one you have been hearing, called Bangamba, who titled the parish headquarter land here in Bugash. But it is my humble request that the officers, government officers who are involved in issuing those titles should first be arrested to enable investigation to go on.
Look at my grandfather there, that old man. When he's gone, what will his children do?
However, unlike in other areas where the purported landlords keep on shunning such engagements, here they were in attendance.
Fenna twakanyiza kimu nti abantu abo bonna boolaba baganda baffe mikwano gyaffe tusomye nabo
bwe tuva councillors tiwali alowoozezza nti alikeera enkya n'agobawo abantu abo mu kitundu ekyo. N'olwekyo minisita, eddoboozi ly'abantu abo abasatu tukusaba tuteese nammwe.
In this meeting, the landlords expressed willingness to surrender part of their land property to government once they are compensated.
Mumpe sente tuziryenga naffe tukyali balamu. Bwe tubanga kinyusi mubeere serious ekyo ekisanja kye tulimu mujje okukaaba kw'abantu.
Zopio, yes, we need to open up the boundaries of this area.
Yes, Honourable.
The landlords are willing, the community is eager, meaning that the exercise cannot be halted.
Honourable, thank you. Honourable.
And then I would suggest also the CGV comes with the team to assess, because we need to know if they want government to buy the land, we need to know the cost.
The willingness of the landlords to surrender their property to government, especially to squatters and tenants, was a welcome move in resolving land disputes.
And after agreeing, both teams, ministry, the community, the leaders and the landlords, then I'll take up the matter with His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, mubuulire bye tuyiseemu ne we tutuuse asobole okubanga abagulira ettaka musobole okubanga nammwe mufuna ebyapa.
Nabakoba, who is in company of the Assistant Commissioner, Surveys and Mapping from Entebbe, Opio Henry Genyi, are in Ankole to hold similar engagements throughout the weekend. Robert Nyango, UBC News, Mbarara City.
The Minister for Karamoja Affairs, Mary Goreti Chitutu, has urged experts on designing developmental projects in Karamoja to always focus on improving household incomes. This was during a meeting held in Kampala to review the successor project of Dryland Integrated Development Project, Karamoja. In attendance were the Minister of Karamoja Affairs, Mary Goreti Chitutu, the State Minister Agnes Nandutu, State Minister for Disaster Esther Anyakun, and the State Minister for Energy Lokeris, and Karamoja Parliamentary Group. Details in this report.
In school, yeah, they share students because of that. But for me, since I joined Karamoja lessons in 2018, up to now, they've never shared me because of that school fees.
It's able to bring me to school, and it's helped me pay my school fees from the time I joined in 2018 in my Form 1 up to now in Senior 4.
Those are the voices of girls whose hearts are at peace after securing a 4-year scholarship from the Office of the Prime Minister supervised project of Dryland Integrated Development Project. The 7-year project ended last month, and most of the beneficiaries who are still in school are in tears.
When Dryland, the other time when we were reporting to school, of course they were giving transport money. You see, transport money I could divide with them who is schooling, and I give them some part so that they can also go to.
Efforts to put in place successor projects is top on agenda. The ministers in charge of Karamoja Affairs, Mary Goreti Chitutu, Agnes Nandutu, Karamoja Parliamentary Group, officials from Office of the Prime Minister and Millennium Alliance met in Kampala to discuss the scaling up of Project 2. The minister in charge of Karamoja Affairs, Mary Goreti Chitutu, advised that the successor project should focus on improving household income.
I have told them since it is Karamoja that appropriates money which approves loans, we will still need a successor project because Karamoja is still very vulnerable and still very, it still needs that support. Karamoja still needs money in terms of addressing the livelihoods because this region.
We are organizing a meeting of all NGOs working in Karamoja. We should also emphasize on those NGOs on the construction of dormitories and also focus so much on the education of the children of Karamoja instead of touching here, touching there. Everybody is doing this and NGOs doing this. I think we should guide as the Karamoja ministry, we should guide the NGOs on what Karamoja needs. As members of Parliament and the ministry, we should guide the NGOs on what we need in Karamoja.
MPs from Karamoja sub-region also expressed their expectations of Project 2.
I'm very proud to tell you, in Loro now, we have veterinary officers through dryland. We have agricultural officers through dryland. And these are the issues that Mama Janet used to tell us. You have cows, you cultivate, but you don't have people to implement.
The whole of Karamoja, we intend to escalate and pick one sub-county from each of the 9 districts of Karamoja. That will bring the total number of interventions of 9 plus 4, which is 13. So we shall have a total of 14 sub-counties under the successor program. And we are looking at areas of improving wealth, which is so much associated with what is now happening under the forest development model.
Dryland Integrated Project 2 will cover the 9 districts of Karamoja, and it will focus on constructing schools, crop production in the green belt, livestock production for the pastoral belt, among others.
UBC Tonight shall now take a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll be back with business, so stay tuned.
Start the year off with my Airtel 4G smartphone. You get to enjoy free 1 GB data valid for a month and 100% bonus data every month for 3 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings. This includes free data spread over 3 months worth 86,500 Uganda shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 Uganda shillings only. Visit the nearest Airtel shop and get one today. Airtel, the smartphone network.
National Medical Stores is a government agency mandated to buy, store and distribute medicines and medical supplies to government health facilities in Uganda. For Ugandans that we serve, help us serve you better by taking your individual responsibilities seriously. Report theft of government medicines and medical supplies to the nearest police station or to the State House Health Monitoring Unit. Do not pay for any medicines or medical supplies labeled Government of Uganda, not for sale. Do all that is within your means to stop all preventable diseases, including COVID-19. Continue observing the Ministry of Health Standard Operating Procedures, SOPs, including wearing a face mask whenever you are in public spaces. Visit a designated health facility to receive your COVID-19 vaccination and a booster dose for those that are eligible. Prevention is better than cure. National Medical Stores, passionate about your life.
Are you a business owner, farmer, or any person in need of credit? Do you know that other than land, you can use movable properties such as motor vehicles, household items, farm produce, and many others? With Simple, your property is your opportunity. Simple is the security interest in movable property registry system. It is an online register hosted by URSB for registration of security interest on movable property. Log on to simple.ursb.go.ug or call our toll-free number 0800100006. Simple. Safer lending, easier borrowing.
This message was brought to you by Uganda Registration Services Bureau.
Total Energies has undertaken a number of initiatives aimed at ensuring that Ugandan entities and citizens are adequately equipped to participate in the oil and gas sector.
In 2012, we started working with the Total E&P until 2019, where we worked on the replacement houses, and we delivered 30 houses for the people who were being relocated from the industrial area. We are also working with the Total Energies on over 10 kilometers of roads that we are undertaking. There's a ripple effect. We are getting the services of labor within the communities, materials. Total Energies has been of great assistance to our development. We've expanded our plant and equipment, we've developed our human resources, and we've also improved our management skills.
Total Energies EP Uganda is committed to the empowerment of Ugandans to take an active part in the overall development of the oil project in Uganda.
Enjoy convenience today with Airtel Money School Pay, FlexiPay, or Bridge Schools. To pay school fees using Airtel Money for Bridge Schools, dial *185#. Select option 6, School Fees. Select option 1, Bridge Schools. Enter pupil ID. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
It's time to learn. Schools are open. As a student, school life is going to be different. You must follow the COVID-19 prevention measures, which include always maintaining a 2-meter distance from others in class, dormitories, entertainment halls, school vans and playgrounds, regularly washing your hands with soap and water, wearing a washed and clean mask that covers your mouth and nose every day, and encouraging your classmates to do the same. Your teachers will also guide you on how to follow SOPs. Don't engage in violence with other students. Report any cases of abuse by teachers or other children to a senior teacher. Those who don't follow the rules should be immediately reported to a class teacher for correction and further guidance. If you experience flu-like symptoms such as a sore throat, fever, dry cough or body weakness, immediately seek medical attention from the school nurse and inform your class teacher. Whenever you sneeze or cough, please remember to cover your nose and mouth with a bent elbow, tissue or handkerchief. Let's share knowledge, not COVID-19. This message is supported by the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education and Sports, and UNICEF. Stay safe.
Your MBs are now bigger MBs only on MTN. When you load a daily bundle of 250 shillings, you no longer get 15 MBs, you get 30 MBs. For 500 shillings, you no longer get 40 MBs, you get 80 MBs. For 1,000 shillings, it's no longer 100 MBs, it's 180 MBs. Dial *150*10# or use the My MTN app to load bigger daily bundles only on MTN.
MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight. We now delve into the world of business. The insurance sector in Uganda is set to hold a National Insurance Week, which will start with a campaign of mobilizing business communities about different insurance policies. The Chief Executive Officer of the Insurance Regulatory Authority, Haji Ibrahim Kadunabi, has reiterated the need of localizing insurance policies for the sector growth. Activities of the week will begin on the 7th to the 11th of March 2022.
The slow growth of the insurance sector in Uganda is attributed to the limited knowledge about different insurance policies. Many of the insurance policies are presented in complex languages for the public comprehension.
We have tried to make it understandable. Even those jargons which are known to only us in the insurance, like when they talk of excess. If they talk of excess to a taxi man, you say, yet in insurance we mean something else. But we make sure that they must explain it. They must explain it, and that's why we are asking for the key fact statement.
By leveraging on this Insurance Week, beginning on the 7th to 11th of this month, the sector is planning to unpack different policies for the public consumption.
Under the theme of understanding the need for insurance, and is dedicated to raising awareness of the importance of insurance and risk management in Uganda.
Stakeholders propose redefining insurance by designing appropriate policies based on the society demand. This will provide trust among the public who seems to be misled by some unscrupulous brokers.
I have been toying with the idea of reinventing insurance. Redefining insurance, which also means redefining agency, redefining brokerage. Of course, what you can't redefine is a claim. That's the only thing that remains constant. And claims are the backbone and the foothold of insurance.
So we are going to eliminate the mis-selling concept, whereby you will know what you're buying, We shall explain to you the expectations.
Complications to comprehend insurance concepts coupled with the delaying claims payment detract a large portion of business community from the insurance sector. Abdul Nasser Lowama and Charlotte Amoge for UBC News.
You know, you could just buy a new smartphone from anywhere in Uganda. Dial *175 *94# to activate their 100% double data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles for 3 months. Better yet, you automatically receive free 1 GB valid for 30 days. You are hooked already, aren't you? Enjoy 100% double data bonus from Airtel. Buy a smartphone from anywhere in Uganda and insert an Airtel SIM card. Dial *175 *94# to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles, valid for 3 months. Dial *175# and select your preferred bundle to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles, valid for 3 months. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Total Energies has undertaken a number of initiatives aimed at ensuring that Ugandan entities and citizens are adequately equipped to participate in the oil and gas sector.
In 2012, we started working with the Total E&P until 2019, where we worked on the replacement houses and we delivered 30 houses for the people who were being relocated from the industrial area. We are also working with the Total Energies on over 10 kilometers of roads that we are undertaking. There's a ripple effect. We are getting the services of labor within the communities, materials. Total Energies has been of great assistance to our development. We've expanded our plant and equipment, we've developed our human resources, and we've also improved our management skills.
Total Energies EP Uganda is committed to the empowerment of Ugandans to take an active part in the overall development of the oil project in Uganda.
Welcome back, and it's now time for sports. Uganda Chess Federation has started its final qualifier round for the Chess Olympiad earlier planned for Russia, but will most likely be hosted by India between 26th July and the 8th of August 2022. After 4 local tournaments, Uganda Chess Federation selected 12 players per gender, and on these added a wild card and a junior champion to bring the tally of players to 28 and 14 per gender. In the men's category, Walter Okas came as the wild card and Benjamin Ajiri entered as the junior champion. For the ladies, Hannah Zion Maweje is in as the junior champion, while Vanessa Nabagala is the wild card. These now have started a 13-round robin final qualifier that will climax with the top 5 and a captain from each gender to make the grade for chess's most glamorous global event, the Olympiad. Uganda's international master Arthur Segwanyi has opted out, but the cast in action, including Harold Wanyama, Haruna Nsubuga, Penina Nakabo and Goreti Anglokin, points to competitiveness.
Dubai.
We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
And thank you for being a lovely audience. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold Mugalu Mohammed on Sign Language. Up next is the weekly business roundup, the show that brings you those highlight business stories that made news within the week. See you at 10.